Hello folks, welcome to my latest video. We got our global release of the Lineage 2M. People are starting to play, getting interested, but also they have a lot of questions about the game mechanics, uh, many details that are unfamiliar to them. So I decided to make this video an introduction to a bit of a game, because we already got some update, graphics update, and I will show you a few details how to set your game to run better on your PC, mobile device, etc. Also I will explain some UI elements so you can get a bit familiar with them. So first of all, let's go with the graphics settings. Here you can turn on the dark mode if you wish. It will just lower a bit the light effects from selecting items. I personally don't like the effect, so I leave it off. Then, depending on your machine you got at home, or you can set these options on. For this option, I believe you need to reset the game to work actually. So next would be these settings. You can circle them here. When I'm using my laptop, I go to medium. When I'm using a desktop PC, I go with high settings. And the biggest change is HUD ratio. So wherever you have a high resolution, low resolution, you can adjust this. So it's 100% by default. You can even decrease it to 60%. If you wish to have a nice screenshot of the area, remove that UI elements. Unfortunately, there isn't settings on the fly which you can adjust more quickly, so just stick with this. Find the option, the ratio you would like to have that works best for you. So next, let's move to the sound settings. Here you can adjust, for example, a single play. When you don't want to hear other players around you, just focus on your character. You can go with multiply to hear everything around you, including other players. Then you can select, depending on if you're using a headset, headphones, or a speaker system, you can always make settings here. Language, of course, you can select the preferable language you would want to use. And if you select this on, you can translate messages in other languages on the chat. So you will get an icon, you can click on it. If you do not have it on, if you have it on, this will be automatically translated for you. Let's move to the notifications. I like to turn this all off because I really don't need them. So off, all this off. You can try different options, see if you like the sound or the voice notifications. Just turns out to your personal preference. These settings will show whenever you acquire a blue item or a red item, your name will pop up on the messaging system and people will be aware that you acquired some unique or rare item. I like to turn this off and this off because they're known to be a bit too loud for my taste. Alright, moving to display options. So this is basically your character info, NPC names, loot name. When you see it dropped on the ground, you can set as the ones you like, on or off. So we're not having, or we don't have in this game HP bar, or we don't have a number floaters when we deal certain damage when damage is dealt to us. The best we can do is turn these floaters on. We will see how often critical hit is applied, how often do we dodge an attack, or if you are using a special skill, you can see it firing up how often. Like for dual swords, you can see double slash or triple slash icons going on. You can see how effective they are and how often your character is using them. And this is not a so bad option to display your attack range if you are melee, if you are, sorry, a range attacker like a mage, orb, or an archer. Camera shake, this is your personal preference. Target outlines makes it a bit more cartoonish. I suggest you turn this on, because whenever you teleport you will get a bright light. So by turning this on, you will darken a bit that effect. Whenever you are using buying class or pet cards, you can just skip summon animation, turn this on, so you avoid a bit of loss of time, and when you see it for the first time, it gets boring very soon afterwards. Display touch UI touch effect. I personally don't like this effect because it shows like a small wave whenever you click on the screen, so really don't need it when I'm playing on my PC. So moving to configure. This section is important. If you are using a melee fighter, I suggest you place it to 80%. If you are using, for example, an orb, a healer, you can go to 40% and carry with you, let's say, 100 healing potions, because you already have a skill self-heal, so it will do the job for you. But if you are facing some difficult situation this far up, and you will use your health potions to keep you alive for some time. So as I'm playing melee at the moment, I'm setting this to 80%. These options should be turned on. It will give a priority to your event items, like potions, boost items, to be used first, because they have an expiry date, so better use them first, and keep the other ones used for last. Expand click slot bars, always useful option, more quick bars. Virtual pad, you can turn this off, so you don't have that big circle in your left screen. This is a good option. Use cancel attack button. Whenever you hit a target you don't want to stop the attacking, you can click next to your attack and just halt the attack. Pulse saver, if you are doing AFK grinding most of the time, you can set this to 5 minutes. Also set this to off, so when you go AFK and you want to grind and you forget to go into power saver mode, it will be turned on automatically in 5, 30 or 60 minutes. Combat. Okay, let's talk about first of all manner mode. So we got 3 options: on, exclude party clan, or off. By default it's set to off. I like to set it to this option. What this means: when you are in a party or when you are fighting alongside your clan members, you will attack the same target at once, and it will help with bringing the target down faster. People will help you if you're being attacked by another mob. If you set this to on and you wish to grind XP, Adena, you won't attack mobs that are not being hit by you, so you will only attack mobs for yourself and get all rewards from them. This is all good. You can set range to 20 meters if you are a range attacker. If you are in an area where there are a lot of other players and you are melee and you just can't wait for enemies to respawn, you can set this to no limit, and then you will run freely in the area and just attack the first enemy available for you. This is a good option. Turn it on. This is good for range attackers, for kiting. So whenever you are attacking a target and you want to run, if you click on the ground, if this is set off, you will lose the target, but if you keep it on, you'll still have the target selected, and you can continue attacking it and just run around, kite it. You can leave these settings as they are. I will tell about scanning now. So auto scan, you can filter enemies you wish to fight. So by turning this on and setting the interval to 5 seconds, you can select 5 seconds, range. These options are your personal preferences, so feel free to explore them. Special monsters, I always turn this, select this to on, because this is the boss monsters, the field bosses. You will see them whenever there is a large group of players around and you're not unable to select the boss. You can see it on your scan bar, you can select it and attack it. This is when you go PvP, you can set your favorite targets, hostile clan union to be displayed as soon as possible. If you see them in range, you'll be aware and attack them. And most people ask me, is there a way to filter certain enemies, like for a quest? Not for a quest, but if you're grinding a certain enemy and you want to drop, it has, if it is possible to just attack that monster. So the only way to do it is, let's say, deselect this. So you can keep the combat target on, but depending on the monster type, if it's aggressive and you need that specific monster, you will only attack that monster, aggro monsters. That's the only filter you are able to do. If it's non-aggressive, you can go with this option. So if you are attacking, let's say, a non-aggressive spider, you just want to attack those, you will select this. But if you're attacking and needing a drop from some mages who are aggressive, you can only hunt them and ignore the others. This option will just keep you safe. So if you are just attacking a common monster and aggro monster comes and attacks you, you will fight back. And if this is not turned on, you will ignore it, and there is a possibility you will die and lose your character's XP and probably some item. Keep this on. Let's talk about claim. This is the loot system. So, loot gear while hunting. You can set this all in the beginning. Later on, if you don't need the white items, you can go for the green items, or just for the blue items and higher. So in the beginning, I suggest to keep it to all, loot while hunting on, just in certain situations when you are in a party and you wish somebody else to pick up loot and distribute it, you can turn this to off, or if you're single playing, you can go to on, set all these to off. This option is important if other players are, let's say, hunting for unique items and a green item drops, you can pick it up if they don't need it. So when you can see a hand icon on your display, that means that you can click on it and you can just instantly loot the item from the ground. And if you're looking to salvage items and get more crystals, you can set this to on. So also filter here, so whenever you pick up common grade, it will go in your bag, and if you have a solvent fluid, you can instantly dissolve it and get crystals from it. So if you're doing that, you can turn this to on, or if you are wanting to dissolve the green items, just play with these settings and see what you like. And of course, if your inventory gets cluttered and full, you can just select this to on, so you can no longer pick up items and you won't lose HP regen or mana regen due to the penalty of carrying too much weight. So that is that about settings. Let's go into UI settings. So we have here a chat. We can set which channel we want to chat in at the moment. We can also filter which messages we have. if you don't want to see everything, or if we just want to see system notifications about bosses, about Zerike spawning, you can set this system to on, or the items you're looting, you can see these as well. You can always customize the messages. When you click on your clan member's name, this will be displayed, or quick greeting. If you click on a player in-game, this is the message you will have displayed. Some quick emotes you can use on the fly. So this is the power setting. You can quickly adjust it here, turn it on, go into power mode like this. If you wish to come out of it, just swipe the button and it will bring you in the game. Party, whenever you're creating party, people always go with random, so this is the rules you set. You create a party, and if you wish to change these options, click again, select different kind of distribution, and you can set the party leader or just leave the party. This is the map. You can zoom in, zoom out. I personally like to zoom out, so I see more things around it. This is the teleport skill that I got from Oracle Priest. It will be displayed here. You can have it on the map, or you can place it in the quick bar. This is the NPC list. I think you got it in the tutorial. Your favorite locations, which you can share with party, clan, safe players, whatever you wish. You can edit the name, say for example Aura Flash, where you're hunting it, delete it, or whatever you wish. This is, I believe, familiar to you. I won't go into detail with this, not in this video at least. So this is a scan option. You can manually scan with R on your keyboard if the interval is just not fast enough. So this is the quick acquisition item button, sorry. What else to show you? This is the quest list. Of course, you can access it here. Oracle quest, you can refresh them, try to get a different reward, different meeting guides, achievements. You get the idea how it goes. Quick sound settings, quick scan settings, actual scanning targets that will be displayed here. And I believe I have covered the whole HUD and the settings, UI settings for this video. I will be making more videos like this, explaining different mechanics, different systems. So please consider subscribing to my channel to get access to more videos like this. And if you liked this video and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next video, take care and bye bye.